Can you guess the four elements that create a symphony of flavor in your kitchen? No, it's not fire, earth, wind, and water, though I have seen some spectacular kitchen fires in my day. It is the unassuming quartet of salt, fat, acid, and heat. Hey there, fellow food explorers. Today we are diving into the foundation of good cooking. I still remember the excitement of standing in line at the San Francisco Farmers Market, waiting for my autographed copy of Samin Nosrat's book, Salt, Fat, Acid, and Heat. This book completely revamped my cooking philosophy, and I'd like to talk to you about it today. We will kick things off with salts. It is the star enhancer of flavor. Imagine it as the lead violinist in the culinary orchestra. But mastering its usage is not just sprinkling it willy-nilly. Like a well-composed photograph, the timing and placement of salt make all the difference. Its mastery lies in its application, like pre-seasoning proteins, or to draw out moisture from vegetables, and even infusing pasta and grains water. And there's a world of salty players to explore. You've got capers, anchovies, olives, fish sauce, to name a few, which can provide a salty boost to original recipes. Next up, you've got fat. Like garlic butter crooning in a French dish, or ghee strumming the chords of Indian cuisine, or sesame oil jazzing up Chinese food. Regional dishes shine with authenticity when you use their respective fats in cooking to create delectable texture, browning, or its crucial role in carrying flavors and sauces. Then comes acid. It's the sharp taste that cuts through, brightening up our meals. From a zesty lemon squeeze and roasted veggies to a vinegar dash and a creamy soup, acid ensures our culinary performance never falls flat. And finally, let's talk about heat. Now there are two ways to approach it. You've got the literal heat from your cooking source like an oven, but then there's also adding heat through spices. And both ways are valid, but today let's talk about Samin's version, temperature. And I've learned from some rather disastrous culinary trials that cooking isn't just about cranking up the stove, like my July 4th gourmet burger debacle. The buns were as soft as bricks and the burgers as dry as the Sahara. A humble reminder that I've still got yet so far to go on this culinary journey. Heat is about understanding how food transforms. It's the tool to dry out or keep moist, to caramelize or to gently simmer. For instance, the sun's drying out the grapes to concentrate flavors, as in Amarone wines, my favorite. Conversely, a moist environment in the oven with a pot of water will promote a delightful, crusty exterior, which is also my favorite. You see, it's all about responding to heat and not necessarily controlling it. And once you've got your virtuosos in sync, it's time to consider the overall composition of your meal. See, balance is an art. Like a well-paced narrative, start with lighter, milder flavors and then gradually transition into warmer, comforting dishes. Keep an eye on the lineup. If you start with a bread-based number like a winter panzanella, you might want to hold off on pasta to avoid overdoing it. And if you're planning a grand finale with like a chocolate pudding, it's probably better to go easy on richness with the dishes like your sides and your mains. And texture is another key to balance. The delightful contrast between pine nuts over a creamy bowl of hummus is what keeps the meal exciting. So that's your balance. That's how you create a meal that has a beginning, middle, and end that leaves everyone satisfied. And don't forget, we first feast with our eyes. Like a set designer, create an aesthetic arrangement, play with color and height, be an artist in your kitchen. Don't be afraid to explore, experiment, and play around with these foundational elements, because the best meals are not only those that satisfy our hunger, but those that offer an experience, whether that's learning or sharing. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope this inspires you to create your next culinary dish. But please like, comment, or subscribe, and share this with your foodie friends. Thanks for joining me today on the Epicurean Kitchen. I hope you learned a little bit about the foundations of good cooking. Thank you. Bye.